Welcome to another episode of the Life Creative Podcast. This is a show dedicated to helping you get the most from your creativity, offering you inspiration, suggestions, and discussion. So let's get on with the show. In this episode, I want to talk about what's your win. And what I mean by that is we all need wins, right? Regardless of what you're doing, what you're chasing, what you want to get done, what you want to achieve, whatever it may be, along the way, you need wins. Now, they don't have to be big. They can be small little things. And each one is going to be personal to each of us, right? I mean, like, for example, this week I had a win that made me happy. I was lucky enough to sell another copy of my Alamo picture, the Alamo in Texas. I'll put a link in the show notes if you're curious. And, to some, that may not even register as a win. But for me, it registers as a win because, when I took those pictures, I really felt there was something there that would speak to other people. And every time, someone purchases a copy of that image for whatever they want to use it for, to me, that's a win. It's a justification that I thought I saw something there, and other people are essentially saying, yes, we see it there too, and we recognize it, and we'd like to use the image. So for me, that's a win. Now, I'd say it's a, sort of moderate to big size win for me because I don't do photography. It's not my full-time, quote unquote day job. Right? It's just a side thing that I do. I do it because I enjoy it and I love doing it. And if I can turn it into kind of a side hustle and sell images now and again, fantastic, right? It all, it's one of those where it's a case of, it's a bit like the podcasting. Anytime even a small amount of money is made, that's not the driver for me doing it, but it helps enable me to continue to pursue that passion and desire to keep doing it, right? Software costs money, hardware costs money, all those kind of things. So every time I sell a photograph, it's not about how much it sells for or how many it sells. It's the fact that it's sold. So that's my win. So my question to you is, do you set yourself goals of wins, and think about it, right? It doesn't have to be a big thing. It doesn't have to be a thing that has a financial reward. Don't think of it that way, right? Other wins that I have, for example, are, I solve a programming problem that helps some teammates. That's a win for me, right? So that helps to keep moving me forward, and I get to help someone else in the process. So think about what your wins are, and I'm betting that you have them, even if you don't realize it. I hear a lot of the time people saying, oh, I don't feel like I'm progressing. I don't feel like things are improving or moving forward. But the reality is they always are, and you just don't realize it because you haven't looked at it and evaluated it appropriately. If you celebrate everything as a win, regardless of what it is, that will start to turn your attitude to the positive, I think, and you'll start to recognize more and more of those wins that you've been having along the way and you've never noticed. So your goal for this week is to sit down with maybe a pen and paper or whatever way you want to do it and make yourself a little list of wins, right? Maybe set a very short list of wins for the rest of the year, or maybe some long-term wins, something like that. It's something that I do very often. I have a list of things I'd like to achieve over time, and I just sort of slowly work away at that list of wins. So with that, we'll leave it there. Like I say, the question this week is, what is your win? And take it from there. Let me know. I'd love to hear from you. You can reach out to me on Twitter at GrafxMedia, GRFXMEDIA, and let me know what your wins are. And I will be delighted to celebrate those wins with you. And I'd love to list some of them and highlight them in this podcast if you want to have them shared with other people. Or you can also reach out to me. You can go to peterwhitham.com/contact. You can reach me there and fill in the form and let me know that way. I would love to dearly hear what your wins are and truly celebrate them with you, because I think more than ever this year, right, we all need wins. However many, doesn't matter. We need some wins. With that, take care of yourselves, and I will speak to you next time.